You see those people that go around carrying church on their head. Guys, I'm sorry. Acting like they are holier than everyone else. They are the worst people you can ever trust in your life. Hi everyone, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is Precious here again, and I bring you interesting true life stories, true life experiences, people that want to tell their stories for people to learn or for people to advise them. So if this is your first time passing through my channel, please do well to subscribe. Okay, turn on the notification bell so that whenever I bring another interesting video on board, you will be the first to get notified. And if you're my returning viewer, thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate your support. And if this is not your first time and you know you've not subscribed to my channel, please and please do well to subscribe. And for the story I have for you guys today, as always, interesting story. So sit back and enjoy. 6 months ago, I moved to a new city in my country, and a month later, I joined the branch of my church in that city. Now, this lady was assigned to me by the church on my very first day. Let's call her Ruki. Ruki was a guide to help me transition smoothly into the church. She sat beside me every Sunday in church. She chatted to check up on me when I was not in the church and encouraged me to join groups in the church. She was a bit older than me, and at first, she was just a church member to me. I only saw her on Sundays. Then she started calling and texting me almost every single day. At first, it was just to check up on me. Then she started asking me personal questions. Next, she started asking me to hang out with her outside the church. She told me she didn't have any friends and she got lonely sometimes. I was not interested in pursuing a friendship with her at all. I felt like our vibes were off. She was not the type of person I normally befriend, mainly because whenever we talked, she was always talking about the Bible. I loved God, but I didn't want to talk about the Bible all the time. Whenever she asked me to hang out with her, I would just give her one excuse after the other. It got to a point that I started feeling bad for her. So I decided to hang out with her once. One Saturday, I had nothing doing. I called her and asked her to come over to the house. This was my first mistake. I should have gone out with her instead of bringing her into my house on our very first meeting outside the church. When she came, I was cooking. I asked her to wait for me in the living room, but she insisted on helping me in the kitchen. So she came to the kitchen and we cooked together. As we were cooking, she asked me if I was dating anyone. I told her yes. I have been with my boyfriend for 3 years. She asked me if he treats me right, and I said yes. He was a great man. Then I asked her if she was seeing anyone. She said no, and that all the men that came in contact with her were not men of her tastes. They were not interested in pursuing serious relationship with her. Most of the times, they just want to sleep with her. This conversation led to another. We started vibing. I realized there were a lot of things I didn't know about her and that she was actually fun to hang out with. After she left that day, we started talking more and we kind of formed a friendship. I wouldn't say she was my best friend, but we became good friends. Ruki was always talking about God. She would call me in the morning and in the evening for us to pray. She was always sending me Bible verses and advising me to come to church more. When I was facing any problem, she was the one I would call and she would pray with me. I would even say I got closer to God because of her. I thought she was a good person, but the way this girl showed me Pepe, hmm. I realized after I got close to Ricky that she was getting very clingy. She would call me several times a day, and if I didn't pick, she would keep on calling. until I pick. She would even come to my house without letting me know. She came to my house once, but I hid from her and pretended not to be home. I am more of an introvert and sometimes I just want to be on my own. If it were not for the fact that I met her in church, I would have blocked her and discontinued our friendship. But this was my sister in Christ. So despite all these red flags, I still hung out with her once in a while. Now it was a few days to my birthday and she asked me if I would be having a party. I told her I always spend my birthdays with my friends and family back at home. I told her I would be going back home during the weekend to celebrate my birthday. At first, she didn't say anything. Then the next day, she called me and asked me if she could come along. I really didn't want her to go with me. We're not that close for me to just travel with her to my city. I had a strange feeling about it. I told her I was celebrating my birthday with only family. When I told her I couldn't take her, she sounded so sad. She said she had never gone to my city before. She didn't know when she would ever go there, and that this would have been an opportunity for her to go. I felt bad for saying no to her, so I finally asked her to come. My boyfriend picked us up and drove us to my family home. She didn't say anything in the car. This was not really strange to me because she acted that way sometimes. When we got home, I introduced her to my family. My family already knew my boyfriend. She moved her things into my room and told me I had such a lovely family. She said her own family were always fighting over one thing or the other, so she was not really close with any of them. My birthday was on Sunday. We got to my family house on Friday. On Saturday, we went out with my sister and her husband. We went to buy some things for the birthday. Everything was great. And I could see Ruki was happy. She was having fun. Sunday came. She gave me my birthday present. My boyfriend got me some presents too. He got me an iPhone 14 Pro Max, a Gucci Blondie mini bag in white, and a Tiffany hardware micro link bracelet in sterling silver. I got a lot of gifts that day, but these were the best and they were all very expensive. When I told Rookie the prices of the items, she opened her mouth in shock. She also thanked my boyfriend. The next day was the party and we all had fun. My boyfriend had booked a hotel reservation for us. That is me and him. So we left the party at 9 p.m. We went to a restaurant first and then later went to the hotel. It was one of the best days of my life. I didn't know I was going to return home to bad news. My sister met me in front of our main gate in tears. Apparently, she had caught Rookie and her husband in bed together. Jesus! I was like, how? Rookie? This news was so shocking to me. How did the two of them even end up together? In how many hours? How did they start talking? A lot of question was still going on in my head. Until now, I still don't know how it happened. After Ruki was caught, she ran into my room, packed her bags, and fled my family house. My father had also chased my brother-in-law out of the house. I didn't know what to think or to say. I called Ruki's number immediately, but her number was switched off, only for me to get into my room and realize that she had gone away with all the gifts my boyfriend got me. Sister in Christ. Hey, the phone was gone. The bag was gone. The bracelet was also gone. All these things happened last week. My sister is not talking to me anymore. She blames me for what happened. I've tried calling Ruki several times to return my gifts, but her number is not going through. I think she has blocked my lines. I went to her house and I was told she's no longer staying there. I don't know where to find her or how to get back my gifts. Yo, guys, this one is funny and not funny at the same time. Like, this is a betrayal, like, very loud one. If you made it to this point, thank you so, so much for sticking around. I really do appreciate you. And whatever your opinion is on this story, please drop it in the comment section. Say something nice in the comment section, even though this time around we're not asking for advice. We're just telling our story. So please drop a heartwarming message in the comments. Engage. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. And if you've not subscribed, please do well to subscribe to this channel. I mean, you're not going to regret it because back to back, you get. And like this video if you've not. Share this video to your friends. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.